Hi, welcome to Consular Conversations at U.S. Embassy Kingston, where we answer your questions live and discuss things consular. Today we are discussing American Citizen Services, helping Americans in Jamaica. I have with me here today two colleagues from the American Citizen Services section here at U.S. Embassy Kingston. We have Ellen, who is the ACS chief, and we have Nikisha, who is one of the consular officers here in ACS. Before we get into questions, would you like to say anything about ACS today?
Sure, thanks very much. Hi, everyone. My name is Ellen. I'm the ACS chief here and also the acting consular chief in Kingston, Jamaica. We're looking forward to chatting with you today more about ACS services. I just wanted to mention one thing at the top. We're interested in trying to expand our community liaison volunteer program. This is a volunteer program for U.S. citizens who are resident here in Jamaica and the Cayman Islands. We look to these folks to help us out with emergency response, with crisis preparation, with also helping folks understand how to do routine tasks here in Jamaica, from voting overseas and things like that. If you're interested in volunteering with us here at the embassy, please reach out to us at kingstonacs@state.gov. We'd be happy to talk to you more about that. So with that, I'll turn it over to Nikisha, who has a few more things to highlight.
Yes, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Nikisha, and I'm a member of the ACS team, and I'm very happy to be here and to share some exciting updates with you all. First, I'm happy to report that there are no wait times for passport, notarial, and consular report of birth abroad appointments. So if you need an appointment, please visit our website at jm.usembassy.gov. As a reminder, summer travel season is fast approaching, so please check your passport validity dates to see whether you need to renew it. If you do make that appointment today, check your spouse's passport, your children's passport. Do not delay. Now is the time to get that done while appointments are readily available. I'd also like to note that if you are an adult in possession of your passport, you can renew it by email. So please visit our website for more instructions. Another important update to share is that the representatives from the Social Security Administration will be here on March 3rd and 4th to answer questions regarding U.S. Social Security benefits and other federal benefits. If you need assistance, please come down on one of those days. No appointments are required. For more information, you can visit our website or email us at kingstonacs@state.gov. Finally, I'd like to encourage you all to enroll in the Smart Traveler Enrollment Program. We share updates with American citizens through this program. So if you want to keep abreast of things happening on the U.S. Embassy side, as well as receive alerts during emergencies, please enroll today. Thank you.
All right, so we're going to get into questions. As a reminder from our audience, want to let everyone know that we are unable to take questions about specific cases. Okay. Start off, we have a question, and this question is, what is a citizen liaison volunteer? Can anyone volunteer? If I'm a naturalized U.S. citizen and my child was born in Jamaica, is that child a U.S. citizen? It sounds like this may be two different questions. So to address the first part, what is a citizen liaison volunteer and can anyone volunteer? We'll address that one first.
Thanks for mentioning that. So our citizen liaison volunteers are Americans who are resident here in Jamaica or also in the Cayman Islands, who are living here full time, that we work with in the ACS section to try to connect with our wider American community here. Most regularly, we reach out to them to help us for emergency planning and also crisis preparedness. As we know, we're heading into our hurricane season soon, so it's helpful for us to be able to connect with folks to make sure that they're doing well should anything happen here in Jamaica. It's also a great connection to the community for us to help make sure that everyone who's American here in Jamaica understands how they can connect to their services, whether it's sharing how to apply for your Social Security benefits or how to register to vote remotely. These folks are really helpful for us to sort of connect to our community. We're really interested in having more volunteers, so we'd love to hear from you at kingstonacs@state.gov if you're interested. Thanks so much for the question.
Thank you. Let's see, if I'm a naturalized U.S. citizen and my child was born in Jamaica, is that child a U.S. citizen?
Possibly. So that is something that we would need to determine through an interview. So you can certainly come to the embassy, make an appointment, or email us at kingstonacs.gov. We'll connect with you, answer your questions. And if your child is eligible, we'll direct you to make an appointment to fill out an application, or we'll direct you to our immigrant visa colleagues who will assist you, who can assist you rather.
We have a question from Donna B. Wright. Says, good day. Is a medical report using a USCIS designated doctor in another country acceptable for an IV interview at the U.S. Embassy, Jamaica?
Donna, thanks so much for your question. The main focus of our chat today is American Citizen Services. However, we will connect you to our immigrant visa colleagues after this chat, and we'll make sure that they reach out to you to help you with that question.
Can I renew my U.S. passport from Jamaica? If so, how can I do so?
Yeah, absolutely. So as I shared previously, you can make an appointment for adults renewing their passport. You can do so in person or, as I said, by mail. That will cost $130 if you have your passport in your possession. If you may have lost your passport or it was stolen, then you will need to come in for an appointment. And that fee is $165. You'd be using a DS-11 form. I should have noted that for those renewing with their passports in their possession, you would use a DS-82 form. And for minors, you will have to come in for your appointment. Both parents need to be present. If both parents cannot be present, then you will need to complete a consent form, and that will need to be notarized. You can do so at the embassy for free. And the cost to renew a child's passport or to apply for a passport for the first time is $135.
Thank you. Excuse me. My child's father or mother is not available to come to the embassy to sign the passport application. What do I do?
That's a good question. I think this goes back to what Nikisha was mentioning beforehand. So if the child is 15 or under, we would need the notarized DS 3053. And as Nikisha mentioned, that can be notarized by a U.S. notary or also here at the consulate.
We have a question from Kardashian Chev, and states, what can you do when an agency makes a mistake on your application? I'm going to assume that this is in reference to an application in American Citizen Services, which is our topic for today. Is this something that you may be able to discuss or?
So we really appreciate the question. It sounds like it might be headed towards a question about a specific case, which is challenging to talk about in a public space. But if you have a question about your qualifications for a service or a benefit, whether it's a passport or a CRIBA or anything else on the ACS side, it's best to just reach out to us at our email at kingstonacs@state.gov. Tell us a little bit about your situation and we'll get back to you.
I have another question. How can I get access to my Social Security benefits from overseas?
So as I shared earlier, representatives from the Social Security Administration will be here on March 3rd and 4th. So you can certainly come down. They'll be here from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. With a short break during the lunch hour, or you can email them at fbu.santodomingo@ssa.gov. I'll repeat that, fbu.santo.domingo@ssa.gov, or you can email us at kingstonacs@state.gov, and we can provide you with their email address and more information about accessing your Social Security benefits.
Okay. Another question that we have is, I ran out of money. Can I get a loan from the embassy?
Thanks. Great question. And we really appreciate you asking this one because today we're talking about assistance for Americans overseas. If you do find yourself in a challenging position while you're traveling here in Jamaica or the Cayman Islands, you're welcome to reach out to us in ACS. We always do encourage folks to initially reach out to people in their life, reach out to a family member or a friend to see if they're in the position to help you. If not, we'd be happy to talk you through the process for what we call a repatriation loan. The reason we encourage you to reach out to folks in your life beforehand is it is a bit of a loan. So we just want to make sure that you've checked in with other folks too. But we'd be happy to help you in this situation. We appreciate people get into tough spots. hotspots. So if you find yourself there, please reach out to us at kingstonacs@state.gov, and we'll walk you through the process of how you can return back to the U.S.
I do want to make sure that we addressed everything about the citizen liaison volunteer. Is there any other information that you think would be helpful for our audience, or any other information you can provide?
Sure. Thanks for asking. So I think the key is that anybody who's a U.S. citizen can reach out to us about this program. You don't have to have any particular background or any particular associated skill. We just love to hear from you if you're interested in volunteering. We can talk you through the whole process. We would just work together, as we mentioned, and working on emergency prep and crisis preparedness. Just honestly, a willingness to help is really all we're looking for. So please do reach out to us. We'd love to hear from you.
All right. Thank you. Well, it appears that's all the time that we have for today. I want to thank you all for joining us. We hope that you found the information useful, and hopefully that you'll tune in next month.